All right, Gemini, here we go. My third stop in my 12 sign zodiac fly through here for November 2025, which, by the way, probably, I've been saying, Scorpio season and Sagittarius season kind of blend together a little bit this year. They sort of bleed into one another. So this probably stretches all of November right up to about the first half or so of December-ish. Okay? Let's cut the deck. Let's get a theme energy for you. I'm not divining that far out. The energies just kind of go together. Really, I'm just pulling on November. Theme energy for your reading here for November 2025 is Two of Pentacles, fueled by the Ace of Cups. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. That's your saying for the month. That's your mantra. Maybe. And you can be a little pensive about it too, I imagine. Maybe. You might just get your wish. It's up to somebody. The energy, the universe, the star, divine timing. The universe has opened the door. The door is open. Whether somebody comes through it or not is up to their free will. All right? That's what I got. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. That's the theme energy. How they feel about you is here. We'll try to get to the bottom of it, but I can't predict free will. I'm sorry. But the door is open. Nothing can happen unless the energy is right for it to happen. So before you get all bummed out, oh, it's up to them. The door is open. The energy is right for something to happen. Nothing happens if the energy is wrong for it to happen. It won't happen. So keep that in mind. All right? That's why reading energy and astrology is helpful for you. I've had friends call me up about job interviews, and I say it's probably the wrong day for you to do it, and they have rescheduled based on what I've said. And it's been beneficial. Nothing's going to happen. You catch people in an abrasive energy, right? It's not going to be a great interview. It probably won't go your way, right? They're not in the mood. You can see it in the 3D if you catch somebody in a really bad mood. You walk into a job interview, you really need this job, and the person sits down and go, I've had a shit day. This is fucking crap. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it out on you. Where is your resume? Let me see. I mean, they can't even find where you're fucked. You're almost fucked right from the beginning because they're not in the mood, right? You're almost like I should have called and said I wanted to do it on Thursday. Oh, crap, right? Should have listened to Steve. Anyway, the energy is right. The door is open. It's up to their free will now whether they show up. That's all I'm saying. How they feel is here. How they see you is here. Potential final outcome is here. You already know I can't predict free will. I'll clarify whatever I think needs clarifying and throw some universe cards at the end. I'm not a time lord. This reading is timeless. Might happen for some of you in January. I don't know. Right? But your overall energy of this pyramid is 5 pentacles. That's a cold energy here. It's cold. Right? You can see the snow and ice. Yeah, there you go. I didn't know that was there. There it is. I said it's a cold energy. The overall energy here is 3 swords fueling this. So the heat's off. There's no heat, right? It's cold. These are 2 very cold energies. Why? Why? I don't know. The energy is right for you 2 to come together. I got that. But it takes 2 to tango. Maybe somebody else doesn't think so. But I don't think it's your person. I think somebody attached to your person. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see where we go. This is strange. Did somebody die or something? No, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just being honest. So let's pull a reading. We'll clarify with the little animal deck. Okay? We will. We'll do a strong reading. All right. How do they feel about you? Yeah, see? See? Somebody doesn't know what to do. I don't know what to do, Steve. I don't know what to do. Okay. All right, calm down. I'll tell you what to do. Give me their number. All right, center card, 6 of Cups. What's red with, I don't know what to do, Steve. See? They don't know what to do. It's out of control. Somebody feels out of control about something that happened in the past. They can't stop thinking about you. They're feeling heavy nostalgia for you. I got heavy nostalgia here. A lot. It's interesting because I got nostalgia. I got a lot of nostalgia in the Aries reading, right? But I got it in the how they see you in more the 3D position. It's kind of a weird energy where they sort of reminded them of something that they didn't want to go back to, sort of a thing. This person, you remind them of something that they do want to go back to, but I don't think they can. But they can. But they can't. But they can. But they can't. It's a country song, right? But I don't think they. I think they can't, or they feel they can't, but they can. So the end result is your connection with this person. This card, the Chariot, represents the soulmate cycle for me. It's Cancerian themed cycle we're in right now. Your connection with this person is doing this. It's out of control. And the net result is a chill. It's giving me a chill. All right. However, the energy is right for you two to come together. In the 5, everything's set up. Think of it like a room is set up for a party, or a table is set up for a dinner. Everything's there, right? We just need somebody to take the turkey out of the oven and bring the food to the table. The table is set. The energetic room is ready for you two to come together. Somebody here's afraid to take the turkey out of the oven or something. I don't know. And that's why we add that to Two of Pentacles. And there's a lot of heat building up, which is good. That Two of Pentacles has a lot of frustration, heat attached to it that we had after the cut, right? I think this person's leaning toward coming towards you. I do. It would certainly warm up this energy if they did. Anyway, how do they see you? What are they thinking? I know what they're feeling. What are they thinking? Duh. What are they thinking? They want to get together with you. 3 of Cups. They love you. There's a lot of emotion here. They want to have a threesome with you. Now, there is a third energy here. They're thinking, look, I don't always read this as a third party. You know I'm not one of those fucking readers. So, that being said, well, you're a third party. No, it's not always the case. You know, in certain contexts, maybe. But there's a third energy here. I already said it before we were anywhere near this card. I felt that third energy. They love you and they love somebody else. They feel like coming toward you is going to bother somebody else or hurt somebody else, but they want to come toward you. Somebody who wants to ask you out, but they feel like if they do, then this other energy is going to be upset. And this energy has a lot of control over them. Okay? What else is here? The King of Cups. No, it's not them. Somebody attached to this person feels like you're pulling strings on this person or controlling their person. I don't know who this is. Usually they're represented by a King of Wands. In this case, somebody feels like you're trifling with their person's emotions. This third energy feels like you're trifling with your person's emotions, who they see as their person. Okay? I don't know. It's fucking crazy. But your person, the person here who's out of control, feeling nostalgia for you, sees you as the King of Cups. You're their everything. You've got it all. You've got the rocks. You've got the cups. You got the silver. You got the gold. You got it all. Okay. Potential final outcome for you. Red with 6 cups. Now this would, because it's red with 6 cups in your energy, it would indicate somebody coming towards you. That's why I said I feel like they're inclined to come towards you. I'm just giving you some, it's up to me to worry about what's feedback and off what. You just enjoy the reading. But I like to give you some transparency when I can. Well, why did Steve say they might lean toward coming towards me? I don't see it. It's because of this. It's red with your final outcome. Now, you are getting cock-blocked here. You are getting cock-blocked here, my third position people. You really are. I talked about it here. I said this usually shows up as a what? What did I say? King of Wands, I said. There it is. Right there. Your final outcome. This third energy attached to this motherfucker is getting in your way. They're just getting in your way. They're getting in your way. They're showing up in your final outcome. They're showing up here. They think you're tugging the strings. So they stop. So this person wants to come towards you. This is somebody from the past showing up. And this person gets in the way. Nope, not happening. Okay. All right. That's why it's cold here. It's freezing. Está frío. Right? A little bit. All right. Switch languages. Okay. All right. Oh. God. Okay. Where do I want to start here? Let me sort this energy out. Let me try to help you. I'm going to do it out of order. I'm going to do 8 swords, 6 cups, King wands. You ready? Let's roll. Tell me about 8 swords. Let's do this. Está frío. My God. All right. Queen of Wands. Someone here, I said someone feels, your person feels that they're trapped, but they're not. We do this to ourselves, but they feel that they're trapped. It's because they're not going that deep. They're only looking at the surface energy. This is an energy. I'm going to describe this person to you, and it's the type of person that annoys me. A lot of people work for people like this. You might, if you were an office worker, if you work in an office, God forbid you're in mid-level marketing or something like that. Jesus Christ, you run into this shit all the time. It's somebody, it's like having a boss that you make an agreement with. You say, I'm going to do it this way. And then you leave, and then somebody else comes and talks to them, and they're going to do it the way that person says. They only hear the last person they spoke with. So this is where you're at a disadvantage here. This is always the last person this person speaks to, which means that they never really get to leave. You know, it's a bit of that. So it applies to feelings as well. What's on top? The 5 of Cups. Somebody's very sad and regretful, but they can't. But they can. It always ends this way. Why is that? Because they don't go deep enough. They never get a chance to. It's what I said in my monthly write-up in November about Jupiter. If Jupiter wasn't where it is, right, then it wouldn't. Then all the junk that its gravity sucks in would come flying at Earth. Every couple of thousand years, life would be wiped out on Earth. It would never get a chance to evolve to anything complex as human beings anyway. That's this here. Their emotions for you, never, their chance to get out never gets a chance. This person cock blocks it. I said when I threw this card, you're being cock blocked. They never get a chance to go deeper, right? And what's deeper? A very deep soul connection you have with somebody. The geese never get off the ground. Why? Because they get bit by a rattlesnake before they get a chance to leave. That's why. Why is this horse sad? Judgment. It gets around and round. It's exactly what I've said already. Okay? And again, honestly, it's round and round. It keeps coming back. They feel like they can get out and then they can't. It never gets off the ground. The love geese never get a chance to go in the air because they get bit by the rattlesnake before they can jump off the ground. 6 Cups. Why is it here? Whoever this person is, I don't like them. I don't like energies like this that keep people stuck. The King of Wands, he does it through belittling, eroding away at someone's confidence. It's usually a narcissistic type energy. Could be a controlling parent. They do that through eroding people's confidence too. A parent that doesn't want a child to be better than them, or that gets jealous when they do get better than them, will find a way to ruin it for the child. You know, it could be that. But in general, it's somebody in their life. It could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. It could be a pet. Hey. It could be a pet. Right? You know those, if the dog likes you, then I'll go out with you. Oh, I've had girls like that. I have met girls, my dog likes you. It was this girl I used to date. She was from Alaska, and she had a husky. You know, it's really stereotypical, but she did. And we went out because the husky liked me, right? And she says, if the husky doesn't, what the hell was the dog, Pasha or something like that? Was Sasha? I don't know, it was some Russian kind of name. Anyway, the dog, she based all her dating on whether or not the dog liked somebody, you know. It could be that. Maybe the dog doesn't like you. Maybe it just doesn't like you because you have a penchant for kielbasa or something and it doesn't like the smell of it. I don't know. You know, it could be anything. I have no idea. Why is the 6 of Cups here? I remember that girl. I remember what I said to her to get a date with her. I said, nice dog. She loved that dog. I picked up on that in a second. And I saw her. I said, nice dog. And we got to talking about the dog. And, well, one dog liked me. Well, you know. Eight of Wands right there. See? People don't do that anymore. Everybody meets online. Everybody's afraid to talk to somebody. Nobody will walk up to... Most guys these days won't walk up to a girl and say, nice dog, or say hello, or anything like that. But it all starts with fucking hello, not a goddamn emoji. What the fuck is that? You know, it's crazy. No wonder everybody's so damn lonely. The internet's driven everybody apart. Well, it's a little of that here, too. This energy could be the internet. It could be somebody spent too much time online. You know, and they've forgotten how to interact with an actual physical being. It's possible. We got a lot of that. At the end of the day here, Eight of Wands crossed into Six of Cups. Somebody wants to talk. They feel like they want to talk to you. But the love geese never get off the ground because the snake bites them. This is the snake. It's the Queen of Wands. This is the King of Wands. Same difference. Bunch of bullshit. What's on top? King of Swords. Why is that here? The Seven of Pentacles. The energy, it's just backing up what I already told you. The energy is right for you to, you know, the energy is there. It's there. I mean, it's I don't know how else to fucking put it. The energy is right for you two to come together. Somebody just needs to pull up their big boy, big girl pants and do it. It's an energy of divine timing right there. All right. Again. Cold. Very cold. All right. Let's pull on the King of Cups. I want to see how they see you some more. I get they want to take you out. They're very emotional. There's the third energy. But I'm going to pull on the aspect of the King of Cups that's tied to you, and then we'll get to this fucker. Okay? Tell me about the King of Cups. I only remember her as Husky Girl. I remember the dog's name. I don't remember her name. I don't think she ever told me. I'm just thinking, I have no idea. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Anyway, King of Cups. I actually don't think she told me her name. Maybe her name was Sasha. I don't know. Anyway, I just think it was the dog. That's funny. All right, King of Cups. It was a nice dog. I liked the dog. The dog was nicer than the girl. All right, here we go. Crossed by the Two of Cups. Oh, I see him. Did you see him? Did you see him? He snuck out. He snuck out to there. There he is. Come on, let's get him. There he is. There's that lion. Oh, the strength card is there. Oh, I love it. The lion with one of the road. You're the oldest person's hero. They see you as a soulmate, and they're hoping that you. This person's hoping you reach out to them. They're hoping that you. They're hoping you reach out to them and bring the rose. This is one. The lion's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. I say that all the time. That's why I said, did you see him? Did you see? There he is. That's why it's important that it's him specifically. Him, her, whatever. Doesn't matter. You're their savior. You're the Obi-Wan. I don't know how else to put it. Okay? I mean, bridging energy. The most love I could pull from the deck. The Queen of Cups was the next card out. It's the most love I could pull from he, she, whatever your person is, he or she, sees you guys as the King and Queen of Cups. You are in the energy, the King and Queen of Cups. That's your couple. It's beautiful. It's nice. There's a lot of love here. But this person keeps getting in the way. Again, they do it by belittling, eroding somebody's confidence, or just being really restrictive in some way. Making threats. I don't know. I have no idea. Something's very cold in here. Let's go. King of Wands, why is it here? All right. Tell me about it. This is nice. I pulled that for you so that you know. If they pull up the big boy, big girl pants, this can happen. You can get together. This is a stronger king than this. All right, your person's got it in them to break free and come towards you, and they want to with the Eight of Wands crossing there. All right. This king is really strong, really kick-ass, really gangsta, if you will, right? This king, what did the kids used to say? He's fronting, right? This is phony. It's always fake. It's always nonsense. If you call this king's bluff, they fold. Let's see where we go. King of Wands. In this context, anyway. Somebody asked me once, are there positive contexts for the King of Wands? Because you never seem to pull it. Yeah, there are. But I'm pulling on this soulmate cycle, which is the DMs, the runners, or in this case, a third energy attached to this person, that causes them to run, are often represented by this. So again, there are positive aspects to the King of Wands. The King of Wands can get things done. In a career reading, this can come out really well. You can move up the ranks with the King of Wands. It's terrific. A lot of times in business, you got to fake it till you make it. This is the frickin' fake it till you make it king right here. All right? I mean, if you get that kind of energy around you, you'll do well. But you got to know when to shut it off. Otherwise, you become a maniacal boss, and nobody likes that. All right? Let's see where we go. King of Wands. But yeah, it can be terrific. It can be very passionate energy. Sure. Hey, if you're going to have an affair with the King of Wands. By all means. But be prepared for complaints from the neighbors. Why is the King of Wands here? Tell me about this. What's the final for my viewers? It's crossed by the King of Pentacles. Somebody's holding the purse strings. It's all about the purse strings. It's all about the Benjamins. Right? Wow, we're getting very street in this reading. It's really rare for me because I don't know any of that shit. But anyway, I know that one. All right. Somebody's holding the purse strings. Somebody here, your person, I think in November they figure out that love means more than purse strings. That's what I think. I don't like guessing, but what's on top? Queen of Swords. I don't know if it's you or them. Hold on. Why is that here? Ace of Wands. I think your person your final outcome is probably a conversation with your person. Okay? I think what happens is your person has these two, when they get together, these two energies are read together, and these two energies are read together. This is divine timing. It talks about the energy is right for this to happen, but there's a small window for it to happen. And it needs to happen within that window. And I think somehow, some way in November, some urgency gets created on your person's side. And I think it causes them to pull up their big boy, big girl pants. And I think we have a fight here between your person and the King of Wands. And I think they may show up. What's the bridging energy? I didn't know it was there. I didn't look. I wanted to see if I was right. I always check my energy read, but I already said it. It's two soulmates coming together. I think love wins the day. I think the soul connection in the end, the cups are stronger than this energy, than the hold this energy has on your person. The hold this energy has on your person is that it's very pentacle based. And look what wants to reveal itself. You see where the deck split? That's the world. A new day is dawning. All right? Something's changing in the energy. I think your person rises up a little bit, tells King of Wands, go fuck themselves, and reaches out to you. But there's only a narrow window where the energy's right for that to happen. And I think it does. Even the devil gets right someday. It's plain and simple. It does happen. Somebody here, even, that applies to oppressed people. People who are oppressed, like in dictatorship countries and things like that, where they pump them full of propaganda and they become mindless. Ooh, my supreme leader, that kind of thing. Those people are trapped in Eight Swords energy. It's a form of devil energy that we do to ourselves. We allow it to happen. When we snap out of it, it can be. We usually when people snap out of it, they snap out of it big. This person is snapping out of it. All right? But you usually only get a brief window to do so. Think of it like a military operation, right? You don't have all day. We have a timetable here. All right? It's a bit of that. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. But now I understand the cold. They're missing out. It's killing somebody. Somebody's very upset. I believe it. All right. For reasons I've said. One card, the crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? Anything? What else you want to tell everybody? One card, the crossing card. I got to go. Let's go. I promised myself I was only going to do 18-minute monthly readings tops. I've already blown that by, good 7 minutes or so. So fuck it, right? At the end of the day, who cares? Yeah, they came back. Now it's the Five of Pentacles crossed by the Three of Swords. That is the message to you. Somebody, this is in case they don't show up. Know that they wanted to. They tried. Okay? Know that they tried. They just missed the window of opportunity. All right? It'll come back around again. All of these connections have a cycle. I don't know how else to tell you. Maybe this makes you feel better to know that somebody knows that they missed out. Somebody knows everything you told them was right. I can phrase it that way. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.